Hi, Dr. Lester. This is Mark. His heart rate is 110. His blood pressure is 160 over 110. His respirations are 30. His oxygen saturation is 99% on room air. His temperature is 98.6 degrees. He has been sweaty, jittery, and restless today. All right? Mark, I'm just going to step back and I'm going to let you talk to the doctor, okay?
You sure?
Is that all right?
Yeah, it's fine.
Hi, Mark. I'm Dr. Wexner. Can you see and hear me okay?
Yes.
Okay, I'm just going to zoom in a little bit on you. There we go. So I'm one of the psychiatrists here at OSU, and I am asked to see you because you're here at the shelter. Help me understand why the nursing staff wanted me to see you while you're there.
I guess they have concerns about me.
Okay. What brought you to the shelter?
I don't know where to begin because I can't remember everything. There was a terrible tornado. We had everybody over to our house to celebrate our daughter's postgraduate work. We had a big party. And then the storm hit. And the storm came and my daughter had left to go to a soccer game with friends. We don't know where she is. We haven't heard from her. I don't know if she's alive.
No, I'm so sorry to hear that.
We got in the car. I remember getting in the car and driving as fast as we could to go somewhere, anywhere. Sammy's still at home. He's probably dead. He's gone.
Who's Sammy?
Sammy didn't deserve to die. Sammy was like our best friend. He was like a child in our house.
Who is Sammy, your child or your pet?
Sammy's our dog. He was in a basement in a crate. He couldn't get out. There's nothing left, I'm told, of our house. We got in the car and we drove, trying to get somewhere, and the next thing we know, we lost the connection.
You can hear me again?
Yes.
Oh, I'm so sorry to hear. It sounds like you're worried about your daughter and your dog. And who is at the shelter with you? Is anybody there with you?
No.
You're there alone.
I'm alone. My wife was with me, and we were driving here, and all of a sudden, our friends were following us, and the next thing we know, they were invisible and gone in the rearview mirror. They were gone, just gone. And all of a sudden, an Amish buggy rolled out in front of us, and we hit it. And I don't know if there were people in the buggy. I don't know anything, but I'm told that my wife has severe head trauma and is somewhere in a hospital. I don't know if she's alive. Nobody will tell me anything. There's no information. I'm all alone, and I keep
How did you get to the shelter?
I don't know. People picked me up and brought me here, I'm told.
So is this information that you're getting secondhand, or do you remember hitting the buggy?
That's the last thing I remember. I have this reoccurring nightmare. I try to sleep, I can't. I wake up and it's the buggy, and it's the last thing I remember, and then I end up here over and over and over again. I always thought that Groundhog Day was one of my favorite movies, but this is Groundhog Day all over again.
You've been through a terrible, terrible trauma. I'd like to ask you some questions about how people typically feel after they've been through such a terrible trauma.
Okay.
Are you noticing anything like you're feeling like things aren't real?
This can't be real. This is a dream. I can't work like this.
We'll have to get you a
Put yourself out there emotionally, and then
Sorry, we have no bars. Sorry, we have no bars.
No, that's okay. Are you guys, am I cutting out completely? Because you guys are cutting out completely.
yes, you are.
Yes.
Okay. I would ask you, sometimes when people go through a terrible trauma like this, sometimes they start to feel like things around them aren't real and they start to get a little confused.
Huh.
Can you hear me,
Oh,
Mark?
what? What? I'm sorry.
What's going on?
I'm sorry.
That's okay. Stay with me. Look at the monitor.
I can't.
Can you see me okay?
You keep leaving me.
What do you see when you look at the monitor?
I see you. I see a person talking.
Okay.
You're not going to leave me
Good.
again, are you?
What's that?
You're not going to leave me again, are you?
I can't understand what you're saying. You're breaking up a little bit.
You've left me twice. You're not going to leave me again, are you?
Oh, I'm not going to leave you again. I hope not.
Well done.
So, I want to stay with you though. It seemed like something was just happening, that you were experiencing something. What was going on?
I have a hard time focusing. I drift off into like daydreaming, and it's not a daydream, it's a nightmare. It all ends the same way every time with a buggy, and they're gone. I can't handle this.
Is there anything that helps? What is that? What's the picture?
This is my wife and daughter that I don't know if they're alive or they're gone, and this is all I have to hang on to.
They're beautiful.
Yeah.
Mark, have you been sleeping?
Not very well. I wake up with that same nightmare over and over and over again.
Over and over again.
It all ends with the buggy.
And one of the things I noticed is that your blood pressure is really high right now. Has your blood pressure always been that high?
No, it's always been okay. Maybe not that high, but it's been in the acceptable level.
Okay. Are you on blood pressure medications normally?
No, I'm not.
Do you take medications for any medical problem?
No, I do not.
She left you again.
I want a union.
Very good. Here we go.
Okay.
You promised.
I did. I'm so sorry. I wish these storms that caused the tornado were still coming through. So I was asking you a little bit about your medical background. Have you? And you said you've not been on any medication. Do you go to the doctor normally so that you would know if you had a history of high blood pressure?
Every 6 months.
Okay. And what does your blood pressure normally run?
I don't know. It's acceptable to the doctor.
Okay.
I can't remember.
Okay. Hey Mark, the other thing that sometimes when people go through terrible experiences like this, they start having really upsetting thoughts. Sometimes they think about hurting themselves. Have you been having any of of those thoughts?
What?
Have you been having any thoughts about hurting yourself?
No. I just know that
No.
this is all my fault. I should have prevented this. What kind of a father am I to let my daughter go and not even know where she's at? And my wife is somewhere else. And I'm the provider. I'm the one that's supposed to protect my family. And here I am in a shelter, helpless, not being able to do anything.
It sounds like you're really beating yourself up over this. Let me ask you this, and it may be hard to think about this right now, but if you were seeing somebody, dad, husband, about your age, who's saying the same thing, would you tell them that it's their fault?
No, but I tell them I understand. I know how they feel. Do you know how I feel? Do you know what it's like to be in this position?
I don't know what it's like. I can imagine it's really terrible, though.
So how can you help me?
Well, I think we've got to address a few things right now. One thing is, it seems terribly distressing what you've been through, and I think it's causing your blood pressure to be really high. And so I think we need to treat that right away. Right? So I'm going to talk to the nurse about treating your blood pressure with the medication and about following your blood pressure pretty closely to make sure that your blood pressure comes down appropriately. The other thing is I really want for you to be getting some sleep.
I do my best.
Right? I really
try.
want you to be getting some sleep, and we can be treating your anxiety level. And I can tell that things are really terrible for you right now, and that you're really suffering a lot with this. And I think anybody would in your position. I'm hoping we can get some answers for you soon about what's happening with your wife and your daughter and your dog and everybody.
Thank you.
So I'm going to talk to the nurse about some medication. But before I do, I'm going to ask you if there's anything else that you and I haven't talked about that we should be talking about.
I just want my life back. I want my family back. I can't move on without that. I need answers. Can you get me answers, please? Get me answers.
I wish I could get you answers. My understanding is that everybody's working as hard as they can to get you answers quickly. Because everybody there at the shelter is looking for answers. As soon as anybody gets some answers, I'm sure they'll let you know.
Will you?
Absolutely.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Dr. Lester?
Yeah.
Hi, I'm ready for
So,
orders.
I'm trying to zoom out here.
Okay.
There we go. So I think for his blood pressure, I'd like to start with propranolol, 20 milligrams 3 times a day. And I'm choosing that medication because it has benefits on blood pressure, but it also can help with anxiety. And it can also help with some of the re-experiencing of the trauma that he's going through right now.
Okay.
And then, Mark, have you ever had any sleep aids in the past?
Mark,
Any medications that have helped your sleep?
have you ever taken anything to help you sleep?
Never.
No.
Right. And you've never been diagnosed with like sleep apnea or anything like that, have you?
No. Never.
And why don't we do Ambien 5 milligrams at night for sleep? And I'd also like to order some blood work because his blood pressure is so high. I'd like to order a Chem 7, including BUN and creatinine. And let's check his blood pressure twice a day.
And Ruffles. It's okay, we got the good drugs first.
Okay. The
Okay,
last thing was just to check the blood pressure twice a day, and if the lower number is over 100, then is there a medical physician on staff?
I'm not sure.
Okay, if there is a way to get him to see a medical physician about his blood pressure, I'd probably want that too.
Okay.
You're not having chest pain or anything right now, are you, Mark?
No. Doctor,
Yeah.
can you come see me
I wish I could.
so you don't go away again? Please?
I wish I could.
These drugs sound really scary. I don't take drugs, doctor.
I can talk to you more about the drugs as well. We can talk a little more about that.
I think you're in good hands there.
But you can be moved on.
Not with the ambulance. All right.
Do you have any other questions for me?
No. Pranolol 20 milligrams 3 times a day, Ambien 5 milligrams at bedtime for sleep. We're going to get a Chem 7, including BUN and creatinine, and we're going to check his blood pressure twice a day and report to the doctor anything over 100 for the lower number.
Yeah.
All right.
Great.
And if we have a physician that can see him, we will get him into the doctor as well. All right.
That sounds good.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
Do we have
Good
any
job.
questions for Dr. Lester
Can you get out
at
of
this
thing?
moment? Got it.
Sinking into this one.
No questions for Dr. Lester. Okay, we'll get our next patient ready.
Happy awards. Woo!